Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's get to our top story, and that involves weather. And of course, it's what everybody saw today, and that was that gigantic rainstorm that moved into the Wenatchee area. This was the radar that began about noon today, and then right up until that storm hit us at around 1 o'clock this afternoon, the orange and yellows, that is heavy, heavy rain. Here's a time-lapse look at the cloud cover and that storm as it moved into the Wenatchee area. This from our Omi Gardens PTZ camera. And it's amazing footage of how fast this thunderstorm moved in, and then it just completely knocked our PTZ camera offline. Our very own Eric Grastrom braved the elements to show just how heavy the rain fell in parts of Wenatchee. Here's a look and a listen of what happened today. Boy, just unbelievable video, isn't it? We will have much more on this storm system and look ahead at our weather into the upcoming weekend coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Wednesday's lightning storm sparked a few wildfires here in the Wenatchee Valley. The person killed in a three-car crash Wednesday morning near the summit of Blewett Pass has been identified, and candidates for Waterville mayor will appear at a forum tomorrow at Pioneer Park. But first, we begin tonight. This was the scene at Lake Wenatchee during Wednesday's thunderstorm. Greg Palmer shared this video of a lightning strike on a ridgetop overlooking the YMCA camp. At least one large evergreen was knocked down, forcing the temporary closure of one road. Meanwhile, in Grant County, fire crews responded to 23 calls for service, ranging from wildfires to electrical hazards. That, according to the sheriff's office there. They say most of the activity centered around Moses Lake. These images were from an escaped debris burn, which got out of control. The storm also knocked out electrical service to dozens of homes in the Moses Lake, Soap Lake, and Ephrata areas. Wednesday's lightning storm also sparked a few wildfires here in the Wenatchee Valley. An official with the Central Washington Interagency Communications Center at Pangbourne Airport says the storm packed quite a punch.
Overall, yeah, roughly in the last 24 hours, probably about 180,000 lightning strikes.
Schwick Assistant Manager Jonathan Nash says they received reports of possible lightning-sparked fires last night. Crews were only able to locate one of them. That was in the Spromberg Canyon area. Fire crews in Douglas County were also investigating a reported lightning strike on Badger Mountain, but thus far, no confirmed reports of active fire in that area. More storm activity is forecast to hit the area possibly this evening. Well, the person killed in a three-car crash Wednesday morning near the summit of Blewett Pass has been identified as 75-year-old Barbara M. Lott of Fife. The Washington State Patrol says she was driving south when her 2016 Volkswagen Beetle drifted into the northbound lane and struck a 2018 Nissan Murano that was driven by 61-year-old Robert Durnay of White Lake, Missouri. Durnay was seriously injured and had to be airlifted to Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee. The State Patrol said Durnay attempted to avoid Lott's car and collided with a construction semi also going north before being hit by Lott's vehicle. The driver of the semi was not injured. The accident led to the closure of the highway for more than 4.5 hours. Well, candidates for Waterville mayor will appear at a forum tomorrow at Pioneer Park. The forum, which begins at 6:30 p.m., will feature candidates Chuck Driver, J.D. Greening, Lloyd Smith, and Jill Thompson. Both Driver and Thompson are currently members of the City Council. They're competing to replace Mayor Royal Devaney, who has led the city for the past 27 years. The top two finishers in the August 6th primary will advance to the November general election. Well, coming up next, the Wenatchee Valley was the place to be for outdoor recreation late last month, raking in almost $1 million. You can expect slow going over US 97 Blewett Pass in the Swak Creek Campground over the next several days. And U.S. Representative Kim Schreier will be in Wenatchee Friday night to talk about fire preparedness and the latest technology being used to fight wildfires. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills in Manson. Remember the good old days? Sunday supper at Grandma's and the best recipes being passed down through generations? Well, come on out to Blueberry Hills and find amazing food with huge portions at family-friendly prices. From Benedict's to burgers to fresh fruit pies, there is something for everyone. Don't miss Blueberry Hills, where you pick, you sit, you eat, and you visit. wildaboutberries.com.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Welcome back. In another news, the Wenatchee Valley is widely becoming known as an outdoor recreational mecca. And as NCWLIFE's Kyle Montgomery tells us, the amount of tourism dollars taken in already this year proves it.
The Wenatchee Valley was the place to be for outdoor recreation late last month. Tennis, swimming, running, cycling, and mountain biking all found a niche and then some in the Wenatchee Valley from May 31st to June 2nd. The Wenatchee City Pool hosted the Apple Capital Swim Meet. The Wenatchee National Forest, just south of Cashmere, hosted the Red Devil Trail Run. Pybus Public Market hosted the Apple Century Bike Ride. Squilchuck State Park hosted the Student Cycling League State Mountain Bike Championship, and the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club hosted the Junior Cusick Cup Tennis Tournament. All told, the Valley's variety of outdoor venues coupled with the popularity of these events brought thousands of people and dollars to the region. According to Wenatchee Valley Sports, the swim meet alone had an economic impact on the region that crossed the $500,000 threshold, reaching $552,000. Besides parks, restaurants and hotels also saw a surge in activity between May 31st and June 2nd, with more than 4,000 tourists visiting the Wenatchee Valley. Early reports placed the total economic impact of these activities near $1 million for the 3-day period. With NCWLIFE News, I'm Kyle Montgomery.
You can expect slow going over US 97 Blewett Pass in the Squak Creek Campground area over the next several days. That's where they're removing a drainage culvert about 5 miles south of the summit. The current culvert has a 4-foot drop from the outlet down to the creek bed, making it too high for spawning fish to jump. It's being replaced with a concrete bridge which improves habitat for steelhead, cutthroat, and rainbow trout. The bridge is also expected to help provide safe passage under the highway for other animals, including elk. WashDOT is working with the Mid-Columbia Fisheries Enhancement Group on additional stream restoration work. Work began in April and should be completed by this November. Drivers can expect no more than 20-minute delays with flagger-controlled traffic and slower posted speeds. Some work might require limited overnight flagging as well. U.S. Representative Kim Schreier will be in Wenatchee Friday night to talk about fire preparedness and the latest technology being used to fight wildfires. The forum will be at the Wenatchee City Hall Council Chambers from 5 to 6 p.m. with doors opening at 4:30. Appearing with Schreier will be John Sokich, a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration meteorologist, who will talk about the GOES satellites that will be used in our area this year that will assist with wildfire management. Also speaking will be Leavenworth Fire and Rescue Chief Mick Lamar. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Being able to support yourself and your family is an important part of who we are. We all need to know we're able to provide ourselves with a secure future. Some job seekers have a harder time finding work. That's why Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is here, a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to help people find work. When you shop at or donate to Goodwill, you're really being a job creator, and that's a good thing for everyone's future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
I told Mr. Nielsen about Simon. He's the best doctor because I like the medicines like he gives me.
He asks like more questions, and that's why I feel like he's more interested in the health. For me, it means a lot. That means he really cares about, about him.
I like you, Simon, and you're my best friend.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight, NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson introduces us to Amber the cat.
Hey guys, Megan here with the NCWLIFE channel. We are here with Renee Parkins, the Development Officer of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and joining us this week is Amber, who's a little shy today, so we're just going to stand here. We're going to work with her a little bit. Amber came to the shelter. She was a mama when she came in. Her kittens have been weaned and they have been adopted out, and now it's Amber's turn. She is looking for a home now. Amber's a little bit of a shy girl, as we've already said. She's warming up to us as we're standing here just in this little bit of time, but she's probably going to do best in a calm home just because of her shyness. It's going to be a much better fit for her. The good news is she does get along well with cats, so if you have a calm home with cats, she may be a perfect addition for you. And how about kids? Depends if they're older, that's probably okay, but again, calmer homes are much better, so it's going to be a better fit for her. So what should somebody do if they're interested in adopting Amber? They can come down to the shelter and meet her. We have some great get acquainted rooms where they can kind of take her in, where it's going to be a little more quiet, give her some time to adjust, see if she's going to be a good fit. Hi, Amber.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. But before we get into those details, let's once again go back to this afternoon and show you some of this incredible video from around the Wenatchee area. A flood warning was put into place at around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We did see some localized flooding around the Wenatchee area, this near the Worthen Street area, also Cascade Street, and the area around Pybus Market hit hard with just standing water there, and you can see a lot of that. This is near Safeway along 5th Street and Miller. A lot of water actually standing there as well, and boy, it came down beginning about 1 o'clock this afternoon in the Wenatchee area and lasted a good half hour to 45 minutes. This was right outside our NCWLIFE studios, and notice the hail bouncing pretty high up there and up to the tailgate of that SUV parked in front of our building, and we just saw torrential downpours. Yakima Street next to us was a virtual river, and that was the case all over the Wenatchee Valley. Let's go now to our almanac and show you how things shaped up today. Because of all the cloudiness and rain, just didn't get that warm today. 66 degrees our unofficial high temperature, well below where we should be at 81 for this time of year. Low temperature this morning 54, 57 is our normal low temperature. How about this record high temperature just 4 years ago, 105 degrees set back in 2015, 47 our record low temperature, and that was set in 2012. This is not from today. That is from the storm system last night that brought us about 0.13 of an inch of rain, which gets our precip for the year now to 3.92 inches. But just wait until we get the storm totals from this rain today. We could have picked up anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rain in most places today. So that number for the year certainly will change once we meet tomorrow night again here on the NCWLIFE channel. Sunrise this morning 5:06, and the sun once again will set tonight at 9:02. Now let's put that surface loop in motion and show you what we can expect. Not a whole lot happening after we get past tonight. We'll still see a 20% chance for scattered showers throughout the Wenatchee area and throughout most of Washington state, with partly cloudy skies tonight. As we kick it into gear for the end of our work week and Friday, really not a bad day shaping up for us. Partly cloudy skies, we still could see a 20% chance for just scattered showers around. It'll stay mainly in the Cascades and areas west of Wenatchee, but the thing tomorrow, cool temperatures. We will be well below normal in some locations, almost 10 degrees cooler than we should be. As we get into the weekend, though, things get very nice once again. High pressure back in control. Here's an area of high pressure, also back into Colorado. That's creating a big dome of high pressure over most of the western United States. As you can see, clear skies. We'll enjoy that too on Sunday with mostly sunny skies, warmer temperatures. In fact, our temperatures will climb into the mid-80s by the end of the weekend. Same goes for Monday too. Mostly sunny and warm. High pressure still firmly in control of most of the western United States. A few clouds along the Cascades and over into the Seattle area. Those clouds will thicken up just a little bit for Tuesday, especially in western Washington. Not so much for us here. We'll stay with mostly sunny skies and mild conditions, and that will be our case into Wednesday too. Although we could begin to see just a few changes on Wednesday. We'll certainly see a few more clouds on Wednesday, and then some clouds from this storm system could move our way, cooling us off and bringing us once again a chance for scattered showers. Let's take a look now to Quick Lube and Tomb forecast. Tonight will drop down to 52 degrees. Remember, a 20% chance for showers tomorrow and 73, a very cool day tomorrow. Then we'll warm up to 78 for Saturday, all the way up to 84 on Sunday. Looks like Monday will be our warmest day of the 7-day forecast at 85, and we'll stay very mild next week with temperatures in the low to mid 80s and lows in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Grastrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Only one dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.
Hi everyone, this is Brent Crowder. After 13 years with the Town Auto Group, I have returned home to Town Toyota where it all started. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, let me help you find the right one at the right price. Toyota is reliable and trustworthy, and you can count on me to be the same. When it comes to buying your next car, you can't go wrong with Toyota and Crowder. Ask for Brent at Town Toyota or call me now at 888-5000.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday. Hopefully you're dry now that we know that Chinook salmon exist in Lake Chelan, thanks to reports like these, and that the population has increased. Is there any concern of everyone going out and decimating the population? Well, Department of Fish and Wildlife biologist Travis Malin says the rules are in place to ensure that doesn't happen.
I don't think so. We have a one fish daily limit per person on the lake right now, and it's a 15-inch minimum. That regulation has been on that lake for as long as I can remember, and so the population has persisted through many years with that regulation in place. I think that Mother Nature and fluctuating levels of predation and competition as far as forage goes will dictate what that population does more than the fishery the way it is right now.
So now we know they're in there, but how do you catch them? Maitland says to get busy talking with other fishermen and go to the experts.
Maybe Google it, social media, see what other folks are talking about on there, what they're using. Some folks will say where they're fishing out on the lake. You can start there. Once you're out on the water, talk with other anglers. A lot of folks are really eager to say, hey, yeah, this is what they're biting on today. This is where we were. This is how deep we were. And then another really good thing, a tip would be, if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, go out on a trip with a guide or two and learn the ropes that way.
Another great source of information is Rick Graybell at Hooked on Toys. Rick guided on Lake Chelan for years and can give you insights on where, how deep, and what to use if you'd like to try for Chinook salmon. Well, Wenatchee gave up the lead in the bottom of the ninth and lost the game in the 10th as Victoria came back for a 5-4 win last night. In reality, the game was handed to the Harbor Cats on a silver platter. Parker Bramlett scored the game-tying run in the ninth on a 2-error play by Wenatchee. Then in the 10th, right fielder John Graham misplayed a double by Matt Turner. That allowed Tyler Pettit to score from first base with the game winner. Brent Gillis was 2 for 4 in the bottom of the lineup with a run and an RBI for Wenatchee. Landon Shire pitched 3 innings of relief before giving up the tying run in the ninth. Sam Wyatt tagged with the loss in the 10th. The two teams wrap up the 3-game series tonight with Wenatchee's Trent Sellers facing Victoria's DJ Peters. Also in the West Coast League on Wednesday, as we look at the Les Schwab scoreboard, Matthew Christian was 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs to lead Port Angeles to a 4-1 win over Yakima Valley, and a rain-out makeup game from the day before. In the nightcap, Ethan Groff helped the lefties walk off in the 7th with an RBI single to give Port Angeles the 5-4 win. Corvallis blew open a close game with a 9-run 8th in its 13-1 win over Ridgefield. Trace Tamarero, make that tomorrow, led the Knights with 13-hit attack with a home run and 3 RBIs. Tyler Grissom was 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs to lead Kelowna past Portland 9-4. Tyler Winsig worked 3 innings of scoreless relief for his first victory of the summer. Zach Needham's RBI single in the bottom of the 8th helped Bend knock off Walla Walla 2-1. And in a non-league laugher, Bellingham torched the Spokane Expos 15-0 as Nick Sokol hit 2 doubles and drove in 4 runs. Taking a look at the North Division standings up to date, Bellingham and Victoria and a virtual tie for first. The lefties' sweep of Yakima Valley propelled Port Angeles to third. Wenatchee fourth at 7-10. Yakima Valley fifth. Kelowna in last place, 5.5 games out. Well, the Mariners were sunk by a 4-run fourth inning, highlighted by Orlando Arcia's 3-run home run today as Milwaukee beat Seattle 4-2. Mike Leake took the loss, going 6 innings, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits with 5 strikeouts. Daniel Vogelbach and Tim Beckham had RBI doubles in the 6th. After taking 2 of 3 from the Brewers, Seattle now heads to Houston to take on the Astros. First pitch tomorrow at 5:10. Tommy Malone will pitch after an opener against Wade Miley. In the American League West also today, early games, Ariel Girado had and 2 relievers held Detroit to 1 run on 9 hits as Texas continued its hot streak with a 3-1 win at Detroit. Rangers now trail Houston by just 4.5 games in the American League West. Speaking of the Astros, they are limping into the All-Star break after falling again to Pittsburgh today, 10-0. Pirates smacked 5 home runs today, 3 off Houston starter Brad Peacock. Oakland and the Angels start later on tonight. That's sports news. I'm Eric Grastrom. Clanham dried out. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. Time now to check in with NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson to see what's going on around the Valley for you to enjoy this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Kashmir Founders Days is this Friday through Saturday. Friday, the celebration kicks off with downtown activities from 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday, the fun continues with entertainment for all ages. Start off downtown for an all-day car show hosted by Mission Creek Community Club and make your way to Kashmir Riverside Park to enjoy musical entertainment. A street fair, the famous ping pong ball drop from a helicopter, Kashmir Valley Bank Kids Zone, and so much more. Trivia night with the Wenatchee Public Library is this Friday at 7 p.m. at Pybus Public Market. Teams of 2 to 8 players compete for top prizes in this evening of challenging trivia. Snacks are provided by the Friends of the Wenatchee Public Library. Planning to enjoy the concert in Centennial Park? Come to the Beer Garden at the museum this Friday at 7 p.m. The parking lot offers a perfect view and listening spot to enjoy the Pre-Funk Live on the Centennial Park stage. Beer and wine will be available for purchase. Must be 21 to enter. Dog Days, a family show, is this Saturday from 10 to 3 at the Town Toyota Center. Bring the family and enjoy a rally, kids vet clinic, agility training, vendors, Trinity inflatables, education, and more. You can also bring your well-behaved dog on a leash. And finally, Eastside Parkway Pileup is this Saturday from 5 to 9 on Valley Mall Parkway on 9th Street in East Wenatchee. Come out and enjoy classic cars, trucks, and other vehicles. There will be music, awards in 5 categories, and more. This is a fun and free event for the whole family. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with your host, Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
NCW Life Channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and Other Stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life Channel is your local TV station.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.